Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Talking Raw. I am your host, Kris. It is nice to talk to you guys on this Thursday evening. I am recording this very late. I am so tired. I just got done playing two basketball games, and I play many roles on a basketball team. For different basketball teams, pretty much I can do everything on the court. I'm 6'2" and a half. I just started growing a lot. In high school, I played guard, so I know how to play guard and big man, so I'm very versatile. And for this team, I have to play like an Andre Iguodala type role. So my body's getting beat up down there. I'm so tired, but we have Impact to get into. And before we get into this Impact review, I want to remind you guys to please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Right now, we're at 26 subscribers. We have grown dramatically as of late, but that 26 number has been there for the last couple of days, and I'm getting so tired of seeing that number. So let's get that to 50 very soon. I want to get to 100 by SummerSlam. I know it's a big goal, but with all you guys, we can make it there. But we're going to get into Impact because I just procrastinated a lot, and I wasted your guys' time. I'm sorry about that. Sony 6 X-Division match, Elimination X-Division match. Trevor Lee versus Davey Richards versus Suicide versus Braxton Sutter, versus Eddie Edwards versus Matt Sydal. I have to say this first. They wasted a lot of time on entrances. They gave every competitor full entrances. And this isn't some huge match like the Extreme Rules Fatal 5-Way the other week over at WWE with Raw. This is just a regular everyday match. There was no reason to give every competitor a full entrance. But I have to say, both Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards are great. TNA has a gold mine with these men, and they protected both these men in this match as well. I'd rather see them in a singles match at Slammiversary, but we're getting what we're getting. I don't necessarily agree with it, but hey, that's what we're getting. This match was very fun, by the way. I just have to address that. I just wonder what they're going to do with Matt Sydal after this, because if they give him because they gave him this win, and they're obviously going to push him. So they must have plans for him. Obviously, he wins via a shooting star press. Josh Matthews, I have to say it constantly. I have to say it week after week after week after week after week after week after week until he starts to get it right. Josh Matthews continues to bury the talent. This is one of the many reasons why people don't put him up there with one of the best commentators in the business, even though he obviously had the talent to be one of the best commentators in the business. So I just don't understand. Impact continues to show these horrible videos of Jeremy Borash and Joseph Park preparing for the Slammiversary match. Are they not seeing the response to these videos? Why are they continuously showing these videos? Nobody likes them, and they're embarrassing. They're so silly and cartoony. It's really a joke. And this is supposed to be the babyface team. And yet, I want these guys to get their asses kicked in come Slammiversary. The only way I see these two winning this match is if Abyss somehow gets involved, who is obviously the brother of Joseph Park. That's the only way I see them winning. Other than that, they ain't winning that Slammiversary. Jeremy Borash is going to ride into the sunset, and we're probably going to have Don West at the commentary table along with Pope and Josh Matthews. We then go on to a Knockouts Division tag team match between Sienna and Laurel Van Ness versus Allie and Rosemary. This match was too short for me to have a valid opinion on. Look, I have to say this. Allie is going to be a very big star. Impact needs to do everything they can to keep her because she could be a top star, and I don't want to say these three words in an Impact review. I know, obviously, I have solely Impact fans watching, but I'm going to say these three words because these three words drive the wrestling industry. She could be a big star for WWE. She has a great look. She's fantastic in the ring, and she still has so much untapped potential. They need to do whatever they can to keep this woman in the company because right now she is the star of the Knockouts division. I think the next Knockout Division Women's Champion. I just really don't understand why Rosemary took a pin in such a short match and in a match that really didn't matter at all or progressed any storyline. I just didn't understand that. We then go on to Sanjay Dutt. He's having a celebration for his championship win. Low-Ki then came out to congratulate him and asked him for a rematch. Sanjay Dutt says that he'll give him a rematch at Slammiversary. And Sanjay Dutt and Low-Ki shake hands. After they do, Low-Ki destroys Sanjay Dutt and Mahobahi Shira. Sanjay Dutt hits... Low-Ki hits the Warrior's Way on Shira, and he went up for it. He went up for it on Sanjay Dutt, and then Matt Sydal came out for the save. This was a very good segment. This really was. Low-Ki needs to get more mic time. He is very good on the mic. This segment to me just shows why Low-Ki is one of the best in the business. He is fantastic on the mic. He's fantastic in the ring, and I have no doubt that he'll win that title back at Slammiversary. I think the only reason why they put the title on Sanjay Dutt is because it was in his hometown. It'd be a great story, and it'd give the people of India somebody to get behind for that specific night. That's the only reason why he won that title. Low-Ki will be winning it back at Slammiversary, so if you're a Low-Ki fan, do not worry. He'll get that title very, very soon. We then have KM versus Mahobahi Shira. This is another match that was just too short to judge. Shira looked like a huge star coming out after he got beat up with doctors accompanying him, telling him, don't fight, don't wrestle in this match. And it was also in his home country, and he got a massive pop. He looked like a huge star. Shira wins via the Sky High. Kongo Kong comes out to beat down Shira after the match, and then KM accompanies with him, and they start beating down Mahobahi Shira after the match. Look, I have to say this. I don't like Kongo Kong at all. Not even one bit. I don't see what creative sees in this guy. Honestly, he has the most unappealing look. You know, he can do some things in the ring, but to me, you know, he's not somebody that I could get invested in. We then have Eli Drake and Chris Adonis. They come to the ring to find out who Moose's tag team partner is. During Eli Drake's promo, Moose comes out to the ring and he reveals his tag team partner, that big former Panthers, Steelers, and now free agent running back, Deangelo Williams. They played a video package of Deangelo Williams and all the news around it from like the NFL Network and ESPN, the big mainstream companies. And while they did that, Eli Drake and Chris Adonis beat up Moose. And that was the end of the segment. I really like this segment. I just have to ask, though, is it really necessary to have Deangelo Williams on the card? Like, Deangelo Williams is a very solid running back. Obviously a veteran. He was a very solid running back. Right now he's a backup at this point. He is a backup running back. And, I don't really see how he's going to help the Slammiversary card at all. Especially with pay-per-view buys. Like, are you going to buy a pay-per-view just because Deangelo Williams is on it? No, you're not. And neither am I. Even though I'm going to buy this pay-per-view, I'm not going to buy it for the sole reason that Deangelo Williams is on it. That's like asking somebody, hey, would you watch a pay-per-view with J.R. Smith on it? Would you buy a pay-per-view with J.R. Smith on it? People would say no. Same thing applies to this. Look, I have to say, Eli Drake showed so much experience during this promo. You could tell this dude has been around the block and then some. He's so good at putting the babyface over during a promo and also getting heat on himself. So, I really enjoyed that segment. And even though I don't really agree with them having another tag team match, they have 3 tag team matches that don't have anything to do with the tag team titles. One being a mixed tag team match, one being a commentators feud with Joseph Park and Scott Steiner, and then one with a former football player in there. Don't understand it at all. We're going to have 4 tag team matches on Slammiversary's card. But I don't get it. Not at all. I don't get it at all. We then go on to a Lashley and E-Sing 3 versus El Patron, and James Storm. This was a good tag match. I like that they kept the exchanges between Lashley and El Patron short. This is the main event of Slammiversary, okay? I don't want to see it on free TV. It's just pointless. I like that there was tension between EC3 and Lashley. We all know the history between these two, so I'm happy that they didn't insult our intelligences by acting like nothing ever happened between these two. This match was booked perfectly, in my opinion. Nobody took a pin, and everybody looked strong coming out of this. Obviously, El Patron and James Storm win after E-Sing 3. I don't know if that's going to be his gimmick going forward, but he hit James Storm with a strap, and that's going to be the stipulation for their match. It's going to be James Storm versus EC3 in a strap match. And he hit James Storm with a strap, and DQ, match is over. I'm going to get back to the Slammiversary James Storm versus E-Sing 3 match. I don't understand why it's a strap match. I don't know why they can't just have it in a regular one-on-one match. I don't understand. And another thing is, I wonder if this is going to be EC3's gimmick going forward, this whole E-Sing 3 gimmick. I'm thinking that it's just for their time in India, but, I don't see it working if they continue it past India. It really wouldn't work because it's supposed to be a heel gimmick, and you're not going to get heel heat if you're just acting like an idiot in America, pretending to be, E-Sing 3. You know what I mean? It wouldn't work in America. So, but I'm going to get back to the Slammiversary card because I think it is at a very bad state. By the way, the show was very good. I wouldn't say very. It was a good show. It had some very high points during the show. It didn't really have any low points. So, overall as a show, thumbs up. But my beef is with the Slammiversary card. It's not looking good right now. It really isn't. The mixed tag team Full Metal Mayhem match, completely fine. But I'd rather see a one-on-one match between Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards. And the whole Deangelo Williams situation at Impact, I don't understand that either. I'm not looking forward to that match at all. Same thing with the Josh Matthews and Joseph Park, or Josh Matthews and Scott Steiner versus Joseph Park and Jeremy Borash. I'm not looking forward to that match whatsoever. I just don't understand. You're coming. This is going to be your first big pay-per-view of your new era, and you're putting together a match card like this. I don't understand. But like I said, good show. That has nothing to do with the show because it was a good show. I'm just very skeptical of Slammiversary at the moment. So that is it for Impact. Thank you guys for watching. I love every single one of you guys. I really do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button in below the description box. I really would appreciate it. And thank you guys for tuning in. And let me know what you guys thought about this show in the comment section below.